once again, there's a new SFX magazine coming out. It's coming out on Thursday, which, though annoyingly for me, I'm only going to be seeing it on Saturday night. As I said, I'm completely offline from tomorrow night right through till Saturday night. So whatever goes on in the world, I will not know, right? So when SFX magazine comes out, my digital copy will not be touched until Saturday night. Maybe we'll go through it on Saturday night show. But Rusty Davies is still interviewing with SFX magazine, and he's still insisting that 73 yards was an unwashable shit, right? And now here's okay. Oh, more sirens, ladies and gentlemen. That's from the phone, but okay. So yeah, he's still insisting. Well, by the way, if I clip this bit out and put it into another video, which I'm going to do, you should know we are doing this in the middle of a what's it called? Not a bomb raid, a missile raid, missile attack from Iran. So yeah. You heard it here first, baby. If I go offline, nobody panic. That's the bit. It's probably the internet going down rather than me, but who knows? Or dares to dream. So yeah, 73 yards. Oh, look, the biggest problem with this era of Doctor Who is Ncuti Gatwa, really, and that's what they've really hung everything around. Like everything rotates around Ncuti Gatwa, which made me believe he's going to be awesome. He's going to be as good as Tom Baker. He's going to be something new and different and wonderful, right? And I think that's what Russell T Davies genuinely thought, right? I think he thought it will saw the Walking Dabbers go, oh, isn't that marvelous? So brave, so stunning, right? I really think in his diseased little mind, that's exactly what he thought would go down. So 73 yards, I had a lot of promise because it didn't have Ncuti Gatwa in it, right? But sadly, that promise, it wasn't realized as it completely and totally unraveled. Started off interesting, and by the time we got like halfway through, I was annoyed with it. By the time we got 3/4 of the way through, I thought it was shit. By the time it ended, I said, thank God that was over, right? And I said, thank God there's only another few episodes to go of this turgid series. So again, if you haven't seen it, to remind you, this is supposed to be, again, like a spooky dooky M.R. James type of like horror story that doesn't have to make so much sense. But it's ball booms. But it has some kind of like internal logic.
Can I sit my back to the window?
Where do you want to sit?
I don't know, but I just feel like it's like maybe I shouldn't. You think anything can come through there?
No, I think that's the safest part of the house.
That's the point of it, but
I think that's the safest part of the house, right there.
Unless we got like screwed bet and it doesn't really work.
Right. I mean, if a missile hits it, it probably won't do so good. As I said, we're in the middle of a missile. It's okay. Would you like a cup of tea? Can I get you Can I get you a bag of chips? A cheese roll? Rumba? All right, fine. Meanwhile, back at 73 yards, the TARDIS arrives. Right, the TARDIS arrives in this spooky, Welsh coastline, and there's a what's it called again? There's a Blair Witch Project type of stringy thing, right? Which the Doctor walks on, and then he vanishes, right? Then he's gone for most of the episode. So that's the greatest strength of this episode. No Ncuti Gatwa grinning or twerking all the way bloody through it. And it really was helped by it, right? It really was genuinely helped by it. Man. Susan, I ask you, was it when the new year started, did you think you'll be sitting in my office listening to me do a live stream?
Listening.
While I was doing a live stream, while you hear big booms.
I ignore everything around me.
That's a pretty good idea. Anyway.
I'm really good at that.
You can do a bit better. Now, why don't you go sit on the couch over there? It's fine.
No, I don't want to sit close to a window. I'm scared.
But it's not close to the window there.
It's close enough. If glass breaks, it'll hit me.
Okay, fine. But I think.
Can I bring like something?
Well, they're saying Tel Aviv lit up. Is that right? You saying that?
Yeah, I was thinking, trying to bring a mattress or something so I can lay down.
Really?
Like just something.
Really? I mean, like, could you get more, more intrusive? I mean, really? You want to bring a mattress in here? Really? Like, I was doing fine, right? I was doing fine. And then you're like, oh, look, maybe I'm going to decorate. I'll put a mattress down. I get some potted plants. I mean, really? Oh, maybe take down the Doctor Who stuff. We'll put up some Hello Kitty.
How do you like to sit on a plastic chair for hours?
Okay, that's why I told you to go and sit on the bloody couch.
I don't want to sit in there because I'm scared of glass.
There's no glass. It's not going to get you.
Famous last words.
Darling, it's behind a brick wall. Remember?
I know, but it's not a wall. It's open. And there's things like it could shake and break.
Could shake and break. You got to watch out for the shake and break. That is true.
Not like only if something hits it could it break.
It's the likelihood of anything hitting it is low. Like these missiles are big.
Yeah, but there's pieces that break off.
Yeah, it's called shrapnel.
Yeah.
But that's only if it hits near you and it goes.
If you saw the pictures I saw.
I saw them too. Frankly, I was more disturbed by 73 Yards, quite frankly. Okay.
By what?
73 Yards, the TV show I'm talking about. Because it was so bad. It was very bad. Anyway. It's fine. Fine. 73, I'm trying to work out, remember. Fine, the Doctor vanishes. And then, so when anybody gets close to Ruby, is it? They she sees something when there's an old woman, right? There's an old woman following Ruby, but she's too far away to see who it is. And when anybody gets close to her, they talk to her and they look at Ruby and run away, right? I might be immune to that. And then, so she goes to the American Werewolf in London type pub, and you want to watch out for the. First they make fun of the idea, but they play up the ghost and ghoul weird stuff going on, and then they take the piss out of it, and it turns out, well, that's exactly what was going on. So anyway, so Ruby ages really unconvincingly. Like I was like, what? To me, she looked like she was 23, right, when she was supposed to be 40 or 50, right? I was like, she's supposed to be 50, really, or 40? It looks nothing like it. So she ages. And she can't get away from the scary old woman, and anybody talks to it runs away, and never talks to Ruby again, according to her mother and Unit and everybody. She didn't think to go and visit David Tennant's Doctor, because that would have made sense. So yeah, she gets older, and then there's a super evil right-wing guy running for prime minister, and I think they probably cut out a lot of that stuff because they saw how badly it was tanking. And she gets the old woman to go and talk to him, and then instead of running away from Ruby, he runs away from everyone. So it breaks his own internal logic, and then she gets older and she dies, and she becomes the old lady somehow, and it makes no bloody sense. Right, it just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, right? And it's not like an M.R. James thing, which has a sort of dark kind of logic to it, right? I love the Mark Gatiss ones he does on Christmas every now and again, and I like the older ones before them, right? The ones from 1997. But there's always like this creeping menace. There was no because it has some kind of internal logic, some kind of like moral to back and forth, right? Do we have a beanbag or anything for you, maybe?
That's not, it just looks uncomfortable.
I get that, but I don't have anything. What do you want out of me?
I was thinking about it. That's all.
Like, don't bring a mattress in. That's a bad idea.
I didn't mean like a bed. Like something small.
But a mattress isn't something small.
A crib mattress is.
Okay, but a crib mattress isn't going to help you.
It would just be something to sit on the floor that I could move.
Do we have big? We have the comforter, maybe. You want to go for that?
No, not cushy enough.
Not cushy enough. I'm sorry, darling. I don't have any more cushy stuff.
My bony butt.
I mean, it's okay. we do have leather couches right over there.
Yeah, well, they're dangerous stuff.
Okay. Anyway, so that was 73 yards, right? And then so everyone's like, well, what is it? Okay, none of it made sense, but what is it that the old woman said to everybody that made her run screaming from Ruby? That's like something really important. And he had no idea, right? He had no idea. Because, I don't know, I just think his brain is addled with representation. I mean, honestly, why would anybody think gay people don't get, especially gay or trans people, don't get much representation on TV? It's like bloody constant. Unbelievable. Like I got an email today saying, did I want to buy the Radio Times? And it's like it's a gay cover. Like what? It's relentless. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's this email. A second. That's the wrong thing. Hang on. Like there's this like relentless gay representation. And like, here, let me share screen. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't mind if you're gay, but like that seems to be the only sexuality that's possibly showed on TV ever. Like, stop. You know, I mean, like, can we have like some straight people ever? That'd be nice, right? I mean, it'll be a bit off brand, I guess, but that'd be nice. Fine, so Rusty Davies relentlessly say, no, you're wrong, from pointing out that this shitty episode of Doctor Who that I wrote, which was utterly shit, was shit. Yeah, no, you're wrong, right? It was actually great, so fine. The new Disney Plus era of Doctor Who, we call it the queer era, right? Doctor Who showrunner Rusty Davies dishes somewhat on the... No, he doesn't. On the mysterious episode 73 Yards, fans mad Jack theories and... There aren't any fan theories about Mad Jack because no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit because it doesn't make any bloody sense. It's just... Oh, one second. No one gives a shit because... What? No, 1 second, darling.
What's up?
Okay.
Hi.
Fine. There's no fan theories on Mad Jack. Do you know anyone who's even thought about this? It's like trying to work out theories for what's that one from Jodie one? Not the Timeless Children. It was what's the name? It was a really bad episode. Perhaps the worst episode I've ever seen. Now I've got to look it up. But see, look, I can't even remember the name of it. Episode guide. Doink. Orphan 55, right? Have there been any Orphan 55 theories? No, nobody's thought of it again. And let me guarantee you, if you go and watch Orphan 55, you'll go, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Oh, Robbie Bond said, sorry, I'm late. No, nothing's happened, mate. Everything's fine. Other than the missile attack ongoing right now. Oh, it seems to calm down for a few minutes. Fine. Where we are. So, yeah, so there's no fan theories about it. Everybody said it's shit, and you copped out, and you did a genuinely terrible job, right? Which you did. So the new Disney Plus here, we call it the queer era of Doctor Who, is long past us, and it shouldn't be long past us. How many? It's like a few months ago. If anybody liked it, Susan, if you just give me a moment before you come in, I'll turn the camera off for you. Okay, thank you. Fine. The new queer era of Doctor Who is long, but yeah, it shouldn't be long past us. We should still be buzzing about it. But like nobody remembers it because nobody really cares, right? Absolutely nobody cares whatsoever. Why? Because it was shit. Okay, Doctor Who is long past us. The entire new first season is available to stream, and no one's bothering. We're long past spoiler at this point. So is showrunner Rusty Davies. Oh, how marvelous! Who sat down for a post-season exit interview with SFX magazine. Why is he doing all this with SFX? He doesn't do anything with Doctor Who magazine. I mean, admittedly, Doctor Who magazine is. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I think Jason Quinn, who's the editor of it now, seems like a really solid, interesting, fun guy. But that magazine is shit. Oh God, the drop in quality. Unbelievable. Right here, let's see what the oldest one I got on here. We go Pocket Mags. We'll go library. 97 issues. So how can I release date? Show
explosion in the tongue.
Okay. Is this the earliest one I got? Time for Lake, man. Back then I thought it'd be good, right? But again, let's look at the quality of Doctor Who magazine. When was this? This would be, what does it say the date? It's 27, so 7 years ago, right? Firstly, excellent cover, right? Oh, really good cover, well photoshopped, well designed. It really is an excellent cover. And then features that are actually good. Jodie Whittaker, we all thought it'd be good. Production notes. Oh, what a great time we had. Multiple Doctors Christmas Day. Fine, but this is the general news stuff. But let's look at the ratings. Yeah, let's compare that to what they have today, right? And this is they have the live ratings. Wow. That's interesting. They didn't used to have those, but I haven't since the Jodie era, right? So what's this? When you run with the Doctor, it feels like it will never end. But however hard it is, you might try and go last forever. So this is an interview with who? Tom Spilsbury, I guess. Interview by Tom Spilsbury, and it's a Stephen Moffat interview. And look, I mean, there's actually stuff written here. And it's going on. So a thoughtful article, 20 great moments from the Moffat era. Oh, man, we didn't know how bad it would be. By the way, the rumor is Peter Capaldi cast as Dumbledore in the weirdly unnecessary reboot of Harry Potter, right? I guess it's to make it more, I don't know, diverse, I would have thought. A nice riff on the Time Team with Toby, Framers, I think this is Team Stephen, all talking about the era. Even the artwork on the strip was better. Who did this artwork? Staz Johnson. Oh man, we had a massive fight online when he was like, Jeremy Corbyn is the most peaceful, non-racist person ever. I said, yeah, but he's a massive anti-Semite too. He's like, nah! So how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 pages. They have 6 pages in strip right now, right? The degeneration of this. Good interview with Mark Gatiss. So far, this entire thing is something I'll be interested in reading. Although Mark Gatiss let us down there with the what an eyesore looked like outside of its shell. Oh, that's terrible. Nobody liked that. That was bad, darling. That was bad. Fact and Fiction, the 11th hour, best first Doctor story, best Doctor first story ever, regeneration story, I should say, by a long way, right? And the review of Well Done for Time Doctor Falls, man, I love this. Again, you can see the difference when there's good Doctor Who driving the franchise, right? This was good, right? It was the classic unit and modern day unit. The classic unit actually made the modern day unit way more interesting. And the whole Seventh Doctor and Hex thing went on. Oh, Terrence Dicks, God rest you. But you say, look, I mean, how many pages is this? 78? I mean, this is a really solid magazine, right? I mean, it's chunky, weighty, has stuff that, it looks like it's made for somebody who has, somewhat a brain in their head. And now let's look at the last one. Terrible cover, awful Photoshop, badly put together. I mean, honestly, this should have been a Candyman cover. That would have been bold, right? That would have been a bold move. Okay, but even this stuff is much more lightweight. Look how empty the space is, right? Gallifrey Guardian. Well, that stuff is pretty much constant. I'm still only 20 minutes into this, but at least I'm finally into it. Maybe if there's Apocalypse Now, I might listen to that as that goes down. But do you see there's less columns? Because there's less word length, because they're paying people less because they don't have the same amount of money. Right, so good, Akinala. Yeah, you would never have got your job if your name was Reg Smith and you were white. Never in a million bloody years. I look, and I'm very happy that Big Finish did this. It sounded awesome by Stuff a Legend, but yeah, everything now it seems like the same level of fluff as OK Magazine, right? There's like nothing going on. I mean, this is the first vaguely interesting article I've seen on the current era. Okay, this also, but again, everything's spread out. Everything is like extended to make so they can fill up more with less. Well, again, this is my favorite article. I still haven't read it, but that's my favorite article from this week, this month. Love a bit of Candyman. Again, look at this. This Photoshop is shocking. All right, and the content of this article is dumb. Artwork's awful, but thank God there's only 6 pages of it. Oh, look, they're talking about good Doctor Who. There you go. You know, and you see there's 3 columns now because now they actually have content to fill this. When I look at this, say, oh look, good Doctor Who in a current Doctor Who magazine production. I think of visiting Atlanta because in Atlanta, there's always traffic jams everywhere, right? Constantly. And there's signs that say, another half hour before traffic. It's awful, right? But there's all these traffic jams because they're all going to NASCAR to see NASCAR racing, right? So they can see what a car's actually supposed to do. Like, same with this. This is what Doctor Who's actually supposed to do. Be good. Sadly, this was not good. The Death World, Operation Werewolf, I didn't listen to. I got this figure. It's I do like this figure. But mind you, I like the story it comes from, though. I really want to get this. Look, I like Will Handcroft a lot. His last book was excellent. But again, look, I mean, they have more to say on the reviews, but like this is just a much more lightweight magazine because it's a much more lightweight property. Bottom line. Anyway, where are we up to? 73 yards. Right, it's still shit. Fine. The new query, long past us, nobody cared, blah, 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 blah. Sat down to talk to SFX magazine, not going to talk to Doctor Who magazine. Had a lot to say about the dynamics of production of the new show. Inevitably, Dusty Davies was asked about 73. Why inevitably? You could ask him questions that you couldn't answer about just about any episode. About 73 Yards. The most mysterious and talked about episode of Doctor Who in decades. No, it wasn't mysterious. It just made no sense. It was shit. Oh, the mystery. That's called a plot hole. Viewers are still vaguely arguing about the central mystery. They're not. They just think Russell Davies couldn't do it. Of course, David knows the answer, and he's not offering all of them up front. What do you mean, of course? If he knew the answers, he would have told us. He just didn't bother because he was too writing about representation. Everything was about representation. Doctor Who returns to Gothic horror. No, it doesn't. Because you need internal consistency, right? I think we made episodes that echo things like 73 Yards, you possibly think about the rest of your life. Are you out of your mind? Oh, you're not going to be identified. Oh, God. Do you remember that awful gay era of Doctor Who when you had the gurning, tweaking twat as a doctor? At least he wasn't in one episode, but, it didn't make sense. Oh, no one. No one's going to be talking about this forever. No one, right? The sort of vibe he was going for, I think, is like a Robert Shearman Doctor Who, right? Which it's not as scientifically clear as most. But there it works because the internal logic works, and it actually has a story. This was saying nothing, absolutely nothing I could discern, or anybody else for that matter. I think the rest of your life, no one's going to be talking like you were in Clown Cuckoo Land, mate. He worked out the answers to himself, but he was writing a script that was more in keeping with British folk horror than science fiction. I don't think he worked out the answers. I don't think he worked out the answers at all. What does the woman say to her is what everyone keeps asking, because it doesn't make okay. And that's just the first of the problems, right? That is literally just the first of the problem. What's the woman say to her? Also, what was the woman? Also, what happened to that? Like, is there magic? Is there not magic? Also, why was everybody in the pub saying, "Oh, it's all magic," and then say, "No, we're only joking," and it turned out all to be magic, or was it? Also, like, how did she turn into the old woman? There's so many questions about this, but again, no one's asking you because no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit because it's not very bloody good. Right? Bottom line, it is just not very bloody good. What did he say to us? What everybody keeps asking, and David says, you're literally asking the wrong question. No, we're asking the question that occurred to us. We're asking the wrong question because there's nothing a woman could say to you in 10 seconds that will make you run away from your own daughter. Well, that being the case, what you did was shit. Right? We know there's nothing somebody could say, so we thought you did something clever. But you think you're doing something clever is going, oh, there's nothing you could say. So, okay, what the hell? It doesn't sound like you worked out the answers. It sounds like you've actively worked hard to not work out the answers. That sentence doesn't exist. So therefore, what is happening? Listen, it's Doctor Who. You've got a ship that's bigger on the inside than the outside. Work it out. That's the point of fiction, right? That you don't have to be fine. Says that it doesn't exist, so therefore what is happening with the woman is far deeper and graver and malevolent and dangerous than a simple sentence. Yes. So they're not saying what they're saying what's going on, Russell, right? What's going on? It's all about magic in the end with a bit of tard. It's really 1 second. Where's Big Fish? Let me try and find. I mean, there are stories that do this and do this quite. Man, ever since they did the whole thing with the website, it takes so long for it the thing to open up again. When you go to it, fine. I'll come to this in a minute. Fine, where is it? All right. I say I don't explain it. What's that?
Are there booms?
Could be.
Sorry.
But there's no siren. What's to do with the sirens? What's your phone say?
Nothing.
Is Slichot still on tonight? Did anybody say is the show put out anything?
Okay. They said everybody's supposed to stay in shelter.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Darling, I don't know why.
I'm not here for my health.
You literally are here for your health. Okay, fine. It's all about magic in with a bit of TARDIS, bit of TARDIS, bit of scissoring in the TARDIS. I don't explain things, but you are suddenly given that clue in episode 8 that's connected to the TARDIS perception filter. Okay, I don't want clues. Tell me what you're thinking or don't. Right? I don't want freaking clues. And suddenly that starts to make sense. No, it doesn't. But I'm not going to go into any more detail because you can't. What everyone leaves out of the equation is that actually we're now in a universe where fairy circles are real. That's exactly what people are talking about. Real and have fat power. Yeah, no, that's exactly what everybody's talking about. I will tell you that Mad Jack was just a dog. There is no Mad Jack, and people love making up theories about Mad. No, they don't. People are like, should we do a couple of lines of coke, or should we make up theories about Mad Jack? No one's going. We make up theories about Mad Jack. So Mad Jack was not Mad Jack was not a serial killer or evil spirit. There is no evil spirit. It was just someone's beloved dog whose death they commemorated with a fairy circle. Now, you need to know what fairy circles are. Yes, these are all things you didn't tell us, right? What fairy circles are. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Wicker Man? Right? They tell you they same kind of spooky wooky, but they actually explain it in the end. It has an internal logic. If this has an internal logic, you hid it. They're offering fair folk in traditional folklore. In other names of course, are Fae or the fairies. When the Doctor and Ruby accidentally step on the circle and break it, they break a taboo, and the fairies take the Doctor. Somehow the TARDIS's perception filter interacted with magic and kept the field around Ruby that turned her into a space-time. Oh, obviously. Yeah, no, that's what happened. Bloody hell. Really? Okay. Space-time anomaly that people couldn't tolerate somehow. I guess that's the... you can guess the rest. Well, yeah, now... Well, why not have that explanation somehow given in the in the show? And again, why did the effect of the old woman's whisper change when it was what's the name, the right-wing prime minister guy, right? Everybody else, they looked at Ruby, they ran away from Ruby. This guy just ran away from everyone. So again, I'm sure there's an explanation now, but just explain what it is. Was it? And keep guessing, since Davies has kept all the other answers himself, but keep you guessing. He's perfectly happy with driving you mad as long as you keep watching. No problem, Russ. No problem. We're not watching. We're not keeping watching. Okay, that's done. Bernie Seinfeld. So there we go. 1 second. Let's look at like chimes of midnight. Like, this is a great, for $4 as well, a great story that does that, right? It has weird science-breaking science, right? That seems like magic, and a reasonable explanation about how that happened, and you get that a lot with Robert Sherman stuff, right? What other Doctor Who stuff he did? He wrote Cesario? Really? Everybody hated that. Man, people savaged that. I thought it was quite good. Never mind. Yeah. Same thing with Jubilee. A much more magical take on Doctor Who, but with this, it's very Pertwee-esque. It's much more magical with a strong. With a strong. What's the word I'm looking for? Scientific background at the end, like with something that actually makes sense. Fine. So moving on for that. Yeah, Russell, mate, just give it up. Like, that's what I'm just trying to tell you. Just give it up. Okay. Again, if all you have to do is tell me. Okay. You got yourself some supplies. Okay, darling, it's fine to sit on the couch. Okay, you're going to be much happier sitting on the couch.
What did I just do with my glasses?
I don't know, darling. Did you leave them upstairs? Are they underneath? I think you must have left them upstairs. But like, really, it's fine on the couch. Do you have to sit uncomfortable on that little plastic chair? Oh. No, nobody. No, you never prepare for how irritating war is, right? It's very, very irritating in many ways. Okay, so I would say the most interesting things happening in Doctor Who now are disconnected from the current era. So we've seen the AI stuff. Where do I have the AI stuff? Which is really incredible. Where did I put it? Hang on. It was the Peter Cushing stuff. So anyway, maybe I put it over. I got so many different folders I could have put it in. Let's try this one over here. There you go. Oh, here we go. Excellent. So, like, again, look, let me start with this. So, yeah, Ian Levine's been doing his AI stuff, which, generally speaking, I love. So then he blew me away yesterday when he released this. Here, 1 second. Yeah, the ultimate evil. Yeah, Big Finish has done an adaptation of this. It's not bad, but this is really quite good. And the other thing is he has other people doing the voices, and then they're okay, right? But it's so annoying because they have their voices recorded. Anyway, so we got that going on. But this just came out the other day, which I thought was fantastic. Right, it was absolutely fantastic. It is. Oh, wow. Before we go into that, where is this? This came out, I think. Here we go. About a couple of weeks ago as well. Just incredible AI. Like we're not far from a full AI movie, and we're going to be watching a 5-minute short, an AI short tonight, completely made, via AI. This one as well. I love this one. It's just excellent, right? And again, it's in its infancy, but it's certainly coming along. So, in a similar vein, not AI, but animation. Was it Callum Weston? He did the excellent Celestial Toymaker episode 1, and he also did a really good insert for Vault magazine. It was really fantastic. So he just debuted a new thing, which is I think this is beautiful.
The Doctor. And what is the Doctor? Can you?
So this is a scene from Minuet in Hell, which is probably one of the weakest 8th Doctor thing. Any news? You can leave protected space in your area. Okay. Free at last.
Yep, 1 minute ago.
1 minute ago. Okay, there you go. Missile attack over for the minute. Maybe. Who knows? But we'll find out. So yeah, Minuet in Hell, probably one of the worst 8th Doctor ones. It was in the first season, I think. What's that?
I'll have to go back.
Are you kidding me? Really? Why is this one different?
I don't know. Somebody asked that before, and yes, he said different ones have different. Oh.
Or was that the all clear sound?
No, this is my Jerusalem phone.
Okay, fine.
I'm wondering if that's
that's what that was. Okay. Okay. Fine. So this is a scene from Minuet in Hell. It's the Doctor is in an insane asylum, and he's got this other guy in with him who thinks he's a doctor as well. In the original one, this was one of the original fan scripts. It starred Nick Briggs as a doctor, and they have Nick Briggs playing the faux doctor in this. And again, the work is fantastic, right? It's absolutely fantastic.
I am the Doctor. And what is the Doctor? Can you tell me that? A bicardial biped of Gallifrey, a spatio-temporal rolling stone who's had more faces than a dog has had fleas, a wide-eyed idealist who renounced his Time Lord heritage.
Tell you, Nick Briggs is really bringing up. I haven't listened to this for years.
Centuries ago, out of some misplaced revolutionary fervour, and has never since had the maturity.
Wait, how do you know that, Gideon? I've never told that to anybody.
Charlie, Sam, Ace, Evelyn, Nissa, Romana, Sarah Jane, Jamie, Polly, Ian, Barbara, and Susan. Dear Susan.
How do you know all?
The question is, why doesn't the BBC commission this guy to do a Christmas special? You could do, Chimes of Midnight. Be fantastic, right? That would be a really solid idea of things to do, a solid thing, and it will do well, and it'll be cheap to produce. This guy's excellent, right? The trouble is they got too many layers of sodding management, right? So we should make these low-level productions impossible. Okay, if I was a millionaire or billionaire, so I would so just fund this, right? I think I would make I would change the character design somewhat. This is a bit too naturalistic, I think.
This. I know everything there is to know about these matters. Haven't you worked it out yet? You aren't the Doctor, my poor, mad, confused friend. No. I am.
Oh, I didn't see the titles. Yeah, let's go. Still haven't seen the titles. Happy birthday, Nicholas Briggs. Have an excellent day. So animated, directed by Mel Melanie, produced by Keith Hazel. Sound sources, Minuet in Hell. Is Mel Melanie Dino Puff and Callum Weston, are they all the same person? But again, I just found that excellent, right? I mean, just really, again, why not, again, commission a there's so many good Christmassy stories they could do. They could do the Peter Davison one, Spare Parts. There's the Origins of the Cybermen, right? I reckon it will get ratings. I think it will get really good ratings, right? I think it'll be fantastic. Now, also, if you remember, we had the colorization of the Darks, which I just thought wasn't very good. I thought it wasn't good for two reasons. Here, let's see if we can find. I think I have that on file. Hang on. There we go. Doink. Because we need to look at it because it's because I'm going to A-B it with something else in a second. It's in this folder here. Daleks in color. I hate that ident, right? So I find this really deeply unconvincing.
Yes.
It looks like it's colorized rather than it was filmed in color.
Yes, there we are. You see the end of it's unscrewed itself and the fluid has run out.
Well, have you got a spare?
Now the even when you do put it on a freeze frame, it's not very good, right? It's yeah. Also, the edit was garbage by Ben Cook. Oh God, really bad work. Right? I don't know. So anyway, so that's what it was done by hand. This is they're going to show you two samples of AI coloring, and I think they're both pretty darn impressive, quite frankly. Where's that first one I was going to show you? Did I not down? Oh, here we go. Doink. So this one, I think it's only experiment. So it jerks a lot. There's not they haven't done a full frame colorization, but even so, just the colorization of it is so much more realistic.
The monastery.
Although James Heather's a bit overly blue, right? But again, this was all done by AI, and to me, this looks much more real.
Monastery.
But the cave?
Look, if you're that keen to tangle with that beastie, I'll show you where the cave is.
You will?
After you.
Yeah, doesn't this look much more naturalistic and real? It just seems to me this is the way to go.
You've shown us how to get to the monastery.
Oh, well, that's we lose, I suppose.
Yeah, so that's but we've got a slightly better version here. And again, these are just tests, right? So this is Invasion of the Dinosaurs colorized. First AI colorization attempt is called. So the following video is AI's attempt to recolorize the first Doctor Who, the first episode of 1994 Doctor Who Zero Invasion of Dinosaurs. I totally forgot this was lost. It seems it's slightly too garish, but it's certainly better than the Daleks, right? And this is, it's close. I mean, the TARDIS is awful, right? They need some work on that. Well, I think start with this as a base and then tweak things that you need to, like the TARDIS. Other than that, I think this is really quite working. See, this to me looks like it was shot in color. I thought they had a new process, right, where they were able to analyze the dots and reverse engineer what color it was supposed to be. I'd like to see something. If you're seeing in studio,
Hands against that wall.
You get a better idea. And it's a little bit garish.
Do as he says, Sarah. Sarah, do as he says.
But again, generally speaking, far more successful than the Daleks, right? And I don't want to diss the people working on it. Good for them. But look, this is, I don't understand why people are freaking out about AI, right? Oh, AI, it's the worst thing ever, right? Here's the thing. AI is going to knock out worthless art that nobody gives a crap about. I mean, that's essentially what's going to go on. Like, illustrations that go with like magazine articles that nobody cares about. That nobody cares about, and no one's ever going to go and go back and yes, I got to look at that article illustrated from Time magazine. But there's so much garbage tier entertainment now. AI is really at the same level to take out. You tell me AI can't do a piece of shit, a sitcom script, right? The Roseanne Barr show without Roseanne, right? But you tell me it can't write that garbage. That's the thing. You brought the quality of everything down so far that AI could easily replace all of this. All right, and that's why the wokers are all freaking out, right? Because they only got their jobs because they because their low level of ability was normalized. So anyway, so this is I think a major step forward for AI. This is the first full short. It's like it's a 5-minute thing. Let's watch it together. I can't wait till we can just do this our own on it. There's a suite to put this together. This is very impressive. The thing is, I think you're going to get a few second shot because you make a still and you animate the still, but it's telling a story and it's working. Yeah, I'm totally getting sucked in already. I'll be frank though, I'm surprised there's not more full AI porn. Right? Isn't porn where everything starts and finishes? I wonder if that was the still they just animated.
What are you feeling? What's going on in that head of yours, Roger?
And here's the thing. I really want to bring your attention to this. AI, you still need somebody with talent to be able to put something together that's good. And that's what this is, right? He's using AI is being used as a brush.
Yeah, I don't know where to start.
Again, it's certainly written to the restrictions of AI, but I think they're going to the restrictions are going to get less and less and less. Yeah, well, Rob Prompting's right. AI prompting will be the next big well-paid job. I agree with you. Absolutely. Until they get AI to prompt itself, not that far afterwards.
The matter is, I don't know what to say.
Let's talk about your childhood.
Tell me in single words. Only the good things that come into your mind about your mother. My mother. Let me tell you about my mother. And you get extra points if you can locate that quote.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about my childhood. Nothing worth talking about.
So you see the limitations. They're not able to lip sync properly yet.
Okay, that's okay. We don't have to go there.
These memories, these thoughts. It makes me think.
Although, really, your first AI movie, you go woke as fuck. Really? I mean, Tears and Rain. There you go, Robert Bonham. You know what we're talking about. Really? Oh, God. I don't know. If alien beings come down to Earth and they scan our media, they're going to think that, black people are still enslaved and beaten and have no rights. It's the strangest thing.
What were we even fighting for? What freedom were we fighting for?
What about now? The war is over. Don't you feel free now?
This ain't freedom.
But again, it's really telling a story, though, right? It's selling a narrative, which is the most important thing, I think.
Does this have to do with your family, your children?
I think about my son. What world did I bring him into?
You didn't bring him into that world, right? You brought him to a world with, like, complete equality, you fuck.
I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear.
I mean, really, I would be happy if AI was pushed forward by porn rather than wokery.
What do you remember about that day in June on the beach?
I was part of the Barrage Balloon Battalion. I remember storming the beach that day. Hundreds of soldiers, my brothers. We provided protection to the ships, to the soldiers.
But then again, I'm like, I see the quality of the story there, and I'm like, this is excellent.
A lot of men died that day. I felt like we were just collateral.
You were. That's what soldiers are.
And so, in this poignant hour, I ask you to join with me in prayer.
I'm excited to see somebody do something good with this. Okay, you know what somebody needs to do with AI? And this would be the perfect property to play with AI with this sort of thing. Judge Dredd. Like a 5-minute Judge Dredd short, you would actually be able to tell a story, and I think it would actually really be able to get it to work, right? Because Judge Dredd you can do in small little bites. And they must have face swapped the main character so he remains the same person.
Almighty God, our sons, pride of our nation, this day have set upon a mighty endeavor.
Now, Judge Dredd will work because it will need it to be on like lots of little quick tight cuts. Can't feel that the music. Yeah, music is also probably music must be awful. Must be AI too.
The struggle to preserve our republic, our religion, and our civilization, and to set free a suffering humanity. Lead
It was beautiful, I have to say.
them straight and true. Give strength to their arms, stoutness to their hearts, steadfastness in their faith.
It's kind of like a Zack Snyder machine. Looks beautiful, kind of cack.
They will need thy blessings. Their road will be long and hard.
So there was a African American battalion in D-Day. Good for them. Whitey, you can't get out there, darling. There you go. So I think there's a lot to look forward to, right? I think there's a lot that's really good that would really work with it. Look here. Let me compare that to where is it? This. This is a Strontium Dog fan film, right? And yeah, you look, this thing would really work for us.
6 months. Experienced agents. We need to find out what the hell's going on out there.
Terminate you for a lousy fight. It'd be crazy if they didn't need actors or makeup. Let's get to here. Look at this out. This is so cool.
On the house. That's that over casting, you freaks.
I can't believe the 2000 AD IP hasn't been mined, like with all this stuff going on. Yeah, it looks like, man, AI you could totally do this with. Whitey, get down from there. Yeah, so the times that we will be able to do that ourselves, coming very soon, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming very, very soon. And I just think it's I think genuinely exciting, right? I think genuinely exciting.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.